Good morning to all of you. We have gathered here for the celebrations of International Day of Yoga. The Indian traditional knowledge of yoga is there in practice from time immemorial. We can see a lot of awareness towards the practice of yoga nowadays due to its health benefits. By realizing the preventive, promotive and curative aspects of yoga, by the initiations of Honorable Prime Minister of India, the United Nations General Assembly on 11th December 2014 declared 21st June, the longest day of the year, as the International Day of Yoga by the support of 177 countries. Today, on the occasion of 7th International Day of Yoga, celebrations are going on throughout the world. Mangalore University, under the guidance of Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor P.S. Vadapadithaya, organized this function. To begin with the function, traditionally, I invite Ms. Sunada and Ms. Suprita to invocate the Almighty. As the light overcomes the darkness of the outside world, proper practice of yoga overcomes the darkness of the ignorance and enlighten the inner soul. For I request all the participants, be ready for the practice of yoga as I hand over the session to my colleague, Dr. Thirumaleshwar Prasad.
Good morning to all of you. All of you, please be seated. 4 persons are practicing here also. You may watch them. Practice freely without getting any pain. How much it is possible, only that much you practice. Please be seated. Stretch your legs. Sit straight. Keep the legs together. Keep the toes also, big toes also together. Keep your palms on the floor near the buttocks. Keep your back straight as much as possible. Look straight forward. Breathe freely 5 times. Swastikasana. Inhale Exhaling, fold your left leg, place left foot at the root of the right leg. You can use your hands to fold and unfold the legs. Inhale, exhaling, fold right leg, place right foot on the left leg. Keep your hands in Chin Mudra. Join the thumb and index finger. Join the tips of these two fingers. Sit straight. Close your eyes. Kannu mucchi. ಫ್ರೀ ಆಗಿ 10 ಸರ್ತಿ ಶ್ವಾಸ ತೆಕ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿ. Breathe freely 10 times. Concentrate on the breathing only. Anybody finding it difficulty to keep right foot above the left leg, you can keep right foot below the left leg. ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುವವರು ಬಲಪಾದವನ್ನು ಎಡಕಾಲಿನ ಅಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿಡಿ, ತೊಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಫ್ರೀ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡಿ. Now we will chant Omkara together. When I say start, all of us begin together. We will do it for 3 times. I will say start, then all of us have to do it. Sit straight, keep the eyes closed. Start. Slowly open your eyes. ನಿಧಾನವಾಗಿ ಕಣ್ಣು ತೆರೆಯಿರಿ. ಕೈ ಬಿಡಿ. Inhaling, stretch your right leg. ಶ್ವಾಸ ತೆಕ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತಾ ಬಲಕಾಲು ಚಾಚಿ. Exhale. Inhaling, stretch your left leg. Sit straight. Palms on the floor near the buttocks. ಅಂಗೈ ನೆಲದ ಮೇಲೆ, ಬೆನ್ನು ನೇರ. ವಜ್ರಾಸನ. ಶ್ವಾಸ ತೆಕ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಶ್ವಾಸ ಬಿಡುತ್ತಾ 2 ಕಾಲುಗಳನ್ನು ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಒಂದೇ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಹಿಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಡಚಿ. ಮೊಣಕಾಲು ಬಗ್ಗಿಸಿ. ಕಾಲಿನ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಕಾಲಿನ ಹೆಬ್ಬೆರಳು ಒಂದರ ಮೇಲೊಂದಿರಬಾರ್ದು. ನೀ ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ಇರಬೇಕು ಮೊಣಕಾಲು. ಕೈಗಳನ್ನು ಕಾಲಿನ ಮೇಲಿಡಿ. ಬೆನ್ನು ನೇರ ಮಾಡಿ. ಸಿಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟ್. Look straight forward. Breathe freely 5 times. ಸುಪ್ತ ವಜ್ರಾಸನ. ಶ್ವಾಸ ತೆಕ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಶ್ವಾಸ ಬಿಡುತ್ತಾ ಎರಡೂ ಕೈಗಳನ್ನು ಬೆನ್ನ ಹಿಂದಕ್ಕೆ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಕೈಯಿಂದ ಕಾಲಿನ ಹೆಬ್ಬೆರಳನ್ನು ಹಿಡೀರಿ. ಕ್ಯಾಚ್ ದ ಬಿಗ್ ಟೋ ಇಫ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್. ರೈಟ್ ಬಿಗ್ ಟೋ ಬೈ ರೈಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದ ಥಂಬ್, ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮಿಡ್ಲ್ ಫಿಂಗರ್. ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಬಿಗ್ ಟೋ ಬೈ ದ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲದಿದ್ದರೆ ರಿಸ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿಡೀರಿ. ಇನ್ಹೇಲ್, exhaling, bend forward. Try to place your forehead on the floor. Without lifting the buttocks, bend as much as possible. ಕುಳಿತಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಏಳದೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗ್ತದೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ಬಗ್ಗಿ ಕಣ್ಣು ಮುಚ್ಚಿ ಫ್ರೀಯಾಗಿ ಉಸಿರಾಟ ಮಾಡಿ. 5 ಸಲ ಉಸಿರಾಡಿ. ಸರಿ ಶ್ವಾಸ ತೆಕ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿ. ಇನ್ಹೇಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸೇಲ್ ಡೀಪ್ಲಿ. Keep the body fully free. 5 breathings. Inhaling, come up, be straight. Exhale. Inhaling, keep your palms on the knee joints. Exhale. Inhaling, stretch both legs together. ಶ್ವಾಸ ತೆಕ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತಾ ಎರಡೂ ಕಾಲುಗಳನ್ನು ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಚಾಚಿ. ಎದ್ದು ನಿಲ್ಲಿ. ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಪ್. ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಲೆಗ್ಸ್. ಕೀಪ್ ದ ಟೋಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಟುಗೆದರ್. ಕೀಪ್ ಯುವರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಟು ದ ಬಾಡಿ. Fingers stretched. Put the weight equally on both legs. Look straight forward. Breathe 5 times. Tadasana first. Inhaling, lift your hands from the sides. Stretch your hands fully up. Join the palms fully. Look at the palms. Exhaling, bring down the hands. Look straight forward. Do it again. ಶ್ವಾಸ ತೆಕ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಕೈ ಎತ್ತಿ, ಕೈ ಸರಿ ಮೇಲಕ್ಕೆ ಚಾಚಿ, ಕೈ ಬೆರಳನ್ನು ಸೇರಿಸಿ ಶ್ವಾಸ ಬಿಡುತ್ತಾ ಕೈ ಕೆಳಗೆ ತನ್ನಿ. ಪುನಃ ಶ್ವಾಸ ತೆಕ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಕೈ ಎತ್ತಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಕೈ ಸರಿ ಮೇಲಕ್ಕೆ ಚಾಚಿ ಶ್ವಾಸ ಬಿಡುತ್ತಾ ಕೈ ಕೆಳಗೆ. ಶ್ವಾಸ ತೆಕ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಕೈ ಎತ್ತಿ ಶ್ವಾಸ ಬಿಡುತ್ತಾ ಕೈ ಕೆಳಗೆ ತನ್ನಿ. ಶ್ವಾಸ ತೆಕ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಕೈ ಎತ್ತಿ ಕೈಗಳನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ, ಅಂಗೈ ಸೇರುವಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಶ್ವಾಸ ಬಿಡುತ್ತಾ ಕೈ ಕೆಳಗೆ. ತ್ರಿಕೋನಾಸನ. ಕಾಲು ಸೇರಿಸಿ ನಿಲ್ಲಿ, ಕೈ ಶರೀರಕ್ಕೆ ಹತ್ರ ಇರಲಿ. ಶ್ವಾಸ ತೆಕ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಬಲ ಕಾಲನ್ನು ಒಂದು 3 ಫೀಟಿನಷ್ಟು ಬಲಕ್ಕಿಡಿ. ಕೈಗಳನ್ನು ನೆಲಕ್ಕೆ ಸಮಾನಾಂತರವಾಗಿ ಚಾಚಿ. ಶ್ವಾಸ ಬಿಡುತ್ತಾ ಬಲ ಪಾದ ಬಲಕ್ಕೆ ತಿರುಗಿಸಿ, ಬಲ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಬಗ್ಗಿ, ಕಾಲನ್ನು ಬಗ್ಗಿಸದೆ ಬಲಕ್ಕೆ ಬಗ್ಗಿ. ಎಕ್ಸೇಲಿಂಗ್, ಬೆಂಡ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ಸೈಡ್. Try to catch right big toe by right hand. Stretch left hand up. Look at the tip of left hand. Breathe 5 times. ಎಡ ಕೈಯ ತುದಿಯನ್ನೇ ನೋಡಿ. ಎರಡೂ ಕಾಲು ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಕಾಲನ್ನು ಬಗ್ಗಿಸದೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗ್ತದೋ ಅಷ್ಟು. ವಿದೌಟ್ ಬೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ದ ಲೆಗ್ಸ್. ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಬೆಂಡ್. ಶ್ವಾಸ ತೆಕ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಮೇಲೆ ಬನ್ನಿ, ಕೈ ಚಾಚಿ ಬಲಪಾದ ಎದುರಿಗೆ ತಿರುಗಿಸಿ, ಶ್ವಾಸ ಬಿಡುತ್ತಾ ಎಡಪಾದ ಎಡಕ್ಕೆ ತಿರುಗಿಸಿ, ಎಡಕ್ಕೆ ಬಗ್ಗಿ, ಎರಡೂ ಕಾಲು ನೆಟ್ಟಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಕೀಪ್ ಬೋತ್ ಲೆಗ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟ್. ಇಫ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್, ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಚ್ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಬಿಗ್ ಟೋ ಬೈ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್. Look at the tip of right hand. Breathe 5 times. ಶ್ವಾಸ ತೆಕ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಮೇಲೆ ಬನ್ನಿ, ಕೈ ಚಾಚಿ ಎಡಪಾದ ಎದುರಿಗೆ ತಿರುಗಿಸಿ, ಶ್ವಾಸ ಬಿಡುತ್ತಾ ಬಲ ಕಾಲನ್ನು ಎಡ ಕಾಲಿಗೆ ಸೇರಿಸಿ. ಜಾಯಿನ್ ರೈಟ್ ಲೆಗ್ ಟು ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಲೆಗ್. ಎಕ್ಸೇಲಿಂಗ್. ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಡೌನ್. Virabhadrasana. Stand in Samasthiti. Hands close to the body. Look straight forward. ಶ್ವಾಸ ತೆಕ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಬಲ ಕಾಲನ್ನು ಬಲಕ್ಕಿಡಿ, ಒಂದು 4 ಅಡಿಯಷ್ಟು ದೂರಕ್ಕೆ. ಕೈ ಚಾಚಿ. ಶ್ವಾಸ ಬಿಡುತ್ತಾ ಬಲ ಪಾದ ಬಲಕ್ಕೆ ತಿರುಗಿಸಿ, ಬಲ ಮೊಣಕಾಲನ್ನು ಬಗ್ಗಿಸಿ. Exhaling, turn the right foot. Bend the right knee joint. Turn head only to right. Hands parallel to floor. Look at the tip of right hand. Breathe 5 times. Inhaling, come up. Turn the right foot. Exhaling, turn the left foot to left. Bend the left knee joint. ಶ್ವಾಸ ಬಿಡುತ್ತಾ ಎಡ ಮೊಣಕಾಲು ಬಗ್ಗಿಸಿ, ತಲೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಎಡಕ್ಕೆ ತಿರುಗಿಸಿ, ಎಡ ಕೈಯ ತುದಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಕೈ ನೆಲಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್, ಎರಡೂ ಕೈಗಳು ನೆಲಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್. 5 ಬ್ರೀದಿಂಗ್ಸ್. Inhaling, come up, turn the left foot. Exhaling, join right leg to left leg. ಶ್ವಾಸ ಬಿಡುತ್ತಾ ಬಲ ಕಾಲನ್ನು ಎಡ ಕಾಲಿಗೆ ಸೇರಿಸಿ, ಕೈ ಕೆಳಗೆ. ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಕಾಲ್ ಚಾಚಿ ಆರಾಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸಿಟ್ ಫ್ರೀಲಿ. ನೇರ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಕಾಲ ಹತ್ರ ಇಡಿ. ಕಾಲಿನ ಹೆಬ್ಬೆರಳು ಕೂಡ ಸೇರಲಿ. ಅಂಗೈ ನೆಲದ ಮೇಲೆ, ಬಟಕ್ಸಿನ ಹತ್ರ, ಬೆನ್ನು ನೇರ. ಪೂರ್ವೋತ್ಥಾನಾಸನ. ಶ್ವಾಸ ತೆಕ್ಕೊಳುತ್ತಾ ಎರಡೂ ಕೈಗಳನ್ನು 1 ಅಡಿ ಅಂದಾಜಿ ಹಿಂದೆ ಇಡಿ. Inhaling, keep both the palms backwards, equally back. Exhale. Now put the weight on your hands and legs. Inhaling, lift the waist up. Stretch the feet forward. Take the head back. Inhale and exhale deeply 5 times. ದೀರ್ಘವಾಗಿ ಶ್ವಾಸ ತಕೊಂಡು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿ. Exhaling, come down. ಶ್ವಾಸ ಬಿಡುತ್ತಾ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಬನ್ನಿ. ಶ್ವಾಸ ತೆಕ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಶ್ವಾಸ ಬಿಡುತ್ತಾ ಕೈ ಮುಂದೆ ಇಡಿ. ಮಲಗಿ, ಬೆನ್ನ ಮೇಲೆ ಮಲ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Lie down on your back. Lie down freely. Join your legs. ಕಾಲ ಹತ್ರ ತನ್ನಿ. ಕೈ ಹತ್ರ ತನ್ನಿ. ನೆಲದ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರಲಿ ಕಾಲು. ಕಾಲು ಬಗ್ಗಿಸಬೇಡಿ. ಪವನ ಮುಕ್ತಾಸನ. Inhale. ಎಕ್ಸೇಲಿಂಗ್, ಫೋಲ್ಡ್ ಯುವರ್ ರೈಟ್ ಲೆಗ್. ಶ್ವಾಸ ಬಿಡುತ್ತಾ ಬಲ ಕಾಲನ್ನು ಮಡಚಿ, ಮೊಣಕಾಲು ತೊಡೆ ಹೊಟ್ಟೆ ಹತ್ತಿರಕ್ಕೆ ಎದೆ ಹತ್ತಿರಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಲಿ. ಎರಡೂ ಕೈಗಳಿಂದ ಕಾಲನ್ನು ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಗಟ್ಟಿ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಕಾಲನ್ನು ಎಳೀರಿ ಎದೆಯ ಕಡೆಗೆ. ಶ್ವಾಸ ತೆಕ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ತಲೆ ಎತ್ತಿ, ಮುಖವನ್ನು ಆದಷ್ಟು ಮೊಣಕಾಲಿನ ಹತ್ತಿರಕ್ಕೆ ತನ್ನಿ. ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಟಚ್ ಯುವರ್ ನೋಸ್ ಟು ದ ನೀ ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್. ಕೀಪ್ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಲೆಗ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟ್. ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಐಸ್. Inhale and exhale deeply 5 times. ಶ್ವಾಸ ಬಿಡುತ್ತಾ ತಲೆ ಕೆಳಗಿಡಿ. ಕಾಲನ್ನು ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡೇ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಶ್ವಾಸ ತೆಕ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಕೈ ಬಿಡಿ, ಕಾಲು ಚಾಚಿ. ಶ್ವಾಸ ಬಿಡುತ್ತಾ ಎಡ ಕಾಲನ್ನು ಮಡಚಿ, ಎರಡೂ ಕೈಗಳಿಂದ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಗಟ್ಟಿಯಾಗಿ. ಶ್ವಾಸ ತೆಕ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ತಲೆ ಎತ್ತಿ, ಮುಖ ಆದಷ್ಟು ಕಾಲಿನ ಹತ್ತಿರಕ್ಕೆ ತನ್ನಿ. ಕೀಪ್ ರೈಟ್ ಲೆಗ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟ್. ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಐಸ್. Inhale and exhale deeply 5 times. Keep the body fully free. ಶ್ವಾಸ ಬಿಡುತ್ತಾ ತಲೆ ಕೆಳಗೆ ತನ್ನಿ. ಶ್ವಾಸ ತೆಕ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಕೈ ಬಿಡಿ, ಕಾಲು ಚಾಚಿ. ಕಾಲು ಹತ್ರ ಇಡಿ. ಶ್ವಾಸ ಬಿಡುತ್ತಾ ಎರಡೂ ಕಾಲುಗಳನ್ನು ಮಡಚಿ, ಎರಡೂ ಕೈಗಳಿಂದ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಶ್ವಾಸ ತೆಕ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ತಲೆ ಎತ್ತಿ. ಈಗ ಇನ್ನೂ ಗಟ್ಟಿ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಕಾಲನ್ನು. ಕಣ್ಣು ಮುಚ್ಚಿ. ಪಾದ ಒಂದರ ಮೇಲೊಂದಿಡಬಾರ್ದು, ಕಾಲು ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ಪಾದ ಹತ್ರ ಇಡಬೇಕು. Inhale and exhale deeply 5 breathings. Don't cross your legs. Keep the feet together. Inhale and exhale deeply. Exhaling, bring down the head. Don't release the hands. Inhaling, release your hands. Stretch the legs. Lie down freely. Turn and lie down. ಕೌಚಿ ಮಲ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಹೊಟ್ಟೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಮಲಗಿ. ಕಾಲ ಹತ್ರ ಇಡಿ. ಭುಜಂಗಾಸನ. ಹಣೆ ನೆಲಕ್ಕೆ ತಾಗಿಸಿ. ಅಂಗೈಗಳನ್ನು ಭುಜದ ಕೆಳಗಿಡಿ. ಪಾಮ್ಸ್ ಬಿಲೋ ದ ಶೋಲ್ಡರ್ಸ್. ಪಾಮ್ಸ್ ಬಿಲೋ ದ ಶೋಲ್ಡರ್ಸ್. Keep the legs together. Inhaling, lift your head, chest and abdomen. Bend your back, take the head back, look up, breathe 5 times. ಸೊಂಟ ಎತ್ತಬಾರದು, ಸೊಂಟದವರೆಗೆ ಎತ್ತಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಶರೀರ ಫ್ರೀ ಬಿಡಿ. Keep the shoulders free. Put the weight equally on both hands. Inhale and exhale deeply 5 breathings. ಶ್ವಾಸ ಬಿಡುತ್ತಾ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಬನ್ನಿ. ಹೊಟ್ಟೆ, ಎದೆ, ತಲೆ ಕೆಳಗಿಡಿ. ಕೈಗಳನ್ನು ತೆಗೀರಿ. ಅಂಗೈ ಅಗಲ ಇಡಿ. ಕಾಲಿನ ಬೆರಳು ಹೊರಮುಖ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಟೋಸ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್. ಟರ್ನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಹೆಡ್ ಟು ಎನಿ ಒನ್ ಸೈಡ್. Lie down freely. Close your eyes. Shalabhasana. Join your legs. ಕಾಲುಗಳನ್ನು ಹತ್ರ ತನ್ನಿ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಗಲ್ಲ ನೆಲಕ್ಕೆ ಟಚ್ ಮಾಡಿ. Place your chin on the floor. Keep your palms below the thighs. Palms facing down. ಎಷ್ಟಾಗ್ತದೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿ, ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆದಷ್ಟು. Without getting any difficulty, how much it is possible, that much only you practice. Inhaling, lift your right leg straightly up. Right leg. Lift the head, look up, breathe 5 times. Do it freely according to your capacity. Don't force. Do it without getting any pain. Exhaling, bring down the right leg and head. Inhaling, lift the left leg straightly up. Lift the head, look up, breathe 5 times. Exhaling, bring down the left leg and head. Keep the legs together. ಪಾದ ಹತ್ರ ಇಡಿ. ಈಗ ಶ್ವಾಸ ತೆಕ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತಾ ಎರಡೂ ಕಾಲುಗಳನ್ನು ನೇರ ಮೇಲೆತ್ತಿ. ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇದ್ದಷ್ಟೇ, ಎಷ್ಟಾಗ್ತದೋ ಅಷ್ಟು, ನೋವಾಗದೆ, ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗದೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಷ್ಟು. ತಲೆ ಎತ್ತಿ ಮೇಲೆ ನೋಡಿ. 5 ಉಸಿರಾಟ ಮಾಡಿ. Inhale and exhale deeply. ಶ್ವಾಸ ಬಿಡುತ್ತಾ ಕಾಲು ತಲೆ ಕೆಳಗಿಡಿ. ಕೈ ತೆಗೀರಿ. ಕೈಗಳನ್ನು ಮುಖದ ಕೆಳಗಿಟ್ಟು ಮಲ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಅಂಗೈ ಒಂದರ ಮೇಲೊಂದಿಡಿ. ಕಾಲು ದೂರ ಇಡಿ. ತಲೆ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆಗೆ ತಿರುಗಿಸಿ. ಕಣ್ಣು ಮುಚ್ಚಿ ಫ್ರೀಯಾಗಿ ಮಲ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಐಸ್. ಕೀಪ್ ದ ಬಾಡಿ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಫುಲ್ಲಿ ಫ್ರೀ. ಲೈ ಡೌನ್ ಫ್ರೀಲಿ. ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಬಿ ಸೀಟೆಡ್. ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಉಷ್ಟ್ರಾಸನ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೊಣಕಾಲಿನ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆನ್ ಯುವರ್ ನೀ ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್. ಮೊಣಕಾಲನ್ನು 1 ಅಡಿ ಅಂದಾಜು 10 ಇಂಚು ದೂರ ಇಡಿ. ಮೊಣಕಾಲಿನ ಸರಿ ಹಿಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಪಾದ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಪಾದವನ್ನು ಹಿಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಚಾಚಿ ನೇರ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಬಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟ್. ಇನ್ಹೇಲ್. ಎಕ್ಸೇಲಿಂಗ್, ಬೆಂಡ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ವೇಸ್ಟ್. ಕೀಪ್ ಯುವರ್ ಪಾಮ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ದ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಸೋಲ್ಸ್. ಹಿಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಗ್ಗಿ. ಸೊಂಟದಿಂದ ಹಿಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಗ್ಗಿ. ಅಂಗೈಗಳನ್ನು ಅಂಗಾಲಿನ ಮೇಲಿಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡಿ. ಕಣ್ಣು ಮುಚ್ಚಿ ಫ್ರೀಯಾಗಿ ಉಸಿರಾಟ ಮಾಡಿ. 5 ಉಸಿರಾಟ. ಶ್ವಾಸ ತೆಕ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತಾ ಮೇಲಕ್ಕೆ ಬನ್ನಿ. ಇನ್ಹೇಲಿಂಗ್, ಕಮ್ ಅಪ್. ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಬಿ ಸೀಟೆಡ್. ಕಾಲು ಚಾಚಿ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಫ್ರೀಯಾಗಿ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಆರಾಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Vakrasana. Join your legs. Sit straight. Palms on the floor near the buttocks. Look straight forward. Inhaling, fold right leg vertically. ಶ್ವಾಸ ತೆಕ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಬಲ ಕಾಲನ್ನು ಲಂಬವಾಗಿ ಮಡಚಿ ಬಲ ಪಾದವನ್ನು ಎಡ ಮೊಣಕಾಲಿನ ಹತ್ತಿರ ನೆಲದ ಮೇಲಿಡಿ. ಶ್ವಾಸ ಬಿಡುತ್ತಾ ಬಲಕ್ಕೆ ತಿರುಗಿ ಬಲ ಕೈ ಬೆನ್ನ ಹಿಂದೆ ತಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ ಬಲ ಕೈ ಬೆನ್ನಿನ ಮೇಲಿಡಿ. ಎಡ ಕೈಯನ್ನು ಬಲ ಮೊಣಕಾಲಿನ ಬಲಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಚಾಚಿ ಹಿಂದಕ್ಕೆ ನೋಡಿ. ರೈಟ್ ಪಾಮ್ ಆನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್. Turn your head to right. Keep left leg straight. ಎಡ ಕಾಲು ನೆಟ್ಟಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಹಿಂದಕ್ಕೆ ನೋಡ್ತಾ 5 ಉಸಿರಾಟ. ದೀರ್ಘವಾಗಿ ಶ್ವಾಸ ತಕೊಂಡು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿ. ಶರೀರವನ್ನು ಫ್ರೀಯಾಗಿಟ್ಟುಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಕೀಪ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಫುಲ್ಲಿ ಫ್ರೀ. ಇನ್ಹೇಲಿಂಗ್, ಟರ್ನ್ ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್, ಕೈ ಬಿಡಿ. ಎಕ್ಸೇಲಿಂಗ್, ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಚ್ ರೈಟ್ ಲೆಗ್. ಶ್ವಾಸ ಬಿಡುತ್ತಾ ಬಲ ಕಾಲು ಚಾಚಿ. ಶ್ವಾಸ ತೆಕ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಎಡ ಕಾಲು ಮಡಚಿ ಲಂಬವಾಗಿ ಎಡ ಪಾದವನ್ನು ಬಲ ಮೊಣಕಾಲಿನ ಹತ್ರ ನೆಲದ ಮೇಲಿಡಿ. ಶ್ವಾಸ ಬಿಡುತ್ತಾ ಎಡಕ್ಕೆ ತಿರುಗಿ ಎಡ ಕೈ ಬೆನ್ನಿನ ಮೇಲೆ ಬಲ ಕೈಯನ್ನು ಎಡ ಮೊಣಕಾಲಿನ ಎಡಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಚಾಚಿ. Look back. Keep right leg straight. Inhale and exhale deeply. Be fully free. 5 breathings. Inhaling, release your hands, turn forward. Exhaling, stretch the leg. Lie down on your back. ಬೆನ್ನಿನ ಮೇಲೆ ಮಲ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಕಾಲು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಇಡಿ. ಫ್ರೀಯಾಗಿ ಮಲಗಿ. ಪಾದೋತ್ಥಾನಾಸನ. ಕಾಲು ಹತ್ರ ಇಡಿ. ಶರೀರ ನೇರ ಇರಬೇಕು. ತಲೆ ನೇರ. ಕೈ ಶರೀರಕ್ಕೆ ಹತ್ತಿರ ಇಡಿ. ಶ್ವಾಸ ತೆಕ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಬಲ ಕಾಲನ್ನು ನೇರ ಮೇಲಕ್ಕೆತ್ತಿ ಕೈಗಳನ್ನು ಭುಜಕ್ಕೆ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಪಕ್ಕಕ್ಕೆ ಚಾಚಿ ಕೈಗಳನ್ನು ನೆಲದ ಮೇಲಿಡಿ ಸೈಡಿಗೆ. ಅಂಗೈ ನೆಲಕ್ಕೆ ತಾಗ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿ. ಬಲ ಕಾಲಿನ ಹೆಬ್ಬೆರಳನ್ನು ನೋಡುತ್ತಾ 5 ಉಸಿರಾಟ ಮಾಡಿ. ಶರೀರ ಫ್ರೀ ಇರಲಿ. ದೀರ್ಘವಾಗಿ ಶ್ವಾಸ ತೆಕ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರಿ. Keep the body fully free. Inhale and exhale deeply 5 times. ಶ್ವಾಸ ಬಿಡುತ್ತಾ ಕಾಲನ್ನು ಕೆಳಗೆ ತನ್ನಿ. ನೇರ ಕೆಳಗಿಡಿ. ಶ್ವಾಸ ತೆಕ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಎಡ ಕಾಲನ್ನು ಮೇಲಕ್ಕೆತ್ತಿ. ನೀ ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಮಂಡಿ ನೇರ ಇಟ್ಟುಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಎಡ ಕಾಲಿನ ಹೆಬ್ಬೆರಳನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ. 5 ಬ್ರೀದಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಬಲ ಕಾಲು ನೆಟ್ಟಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಶ್ವಾಸ ಬಿಡುತ್ತಾ ಎಡ ಕಾಲನ್ನು ಕೆಳಗಿಡಿ. ಕಾಲು ಹತ್ರ ಇಡಿ. ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಲೆಗ್ಸ್. ಇನ್ಹೇಲಿಂಗ್, ಲಿಫ್ಟ್ ಬೋತ್ ಲೆಗ್ಸ್ ಟುಗೆದರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟ್ಲಿ ಅಪ್. ಕೀಪ್ ದ ನೀ ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟ್. Don't lift the buttocks. ಪಾದವನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಬೆರಳನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ತಾ 5 ಉಸಿರಾಟ ಮಾಡಿ. ಮಂಡಿ ನೇರ. ನೀ ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟ್. ಶ್ವಾಸ ಬಿಡುತ್ತಾ ಎರಡೂ ಕಾಲುಗಳನ್ನು ನೇರ ಕೆಳಗಿಡಿ. ಕೈ ಶರೀರಕ್ಕೆ ಹತ್ತಿರ ತನ್ನಿ. ಕಾಲು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅಗಲ ಇಡಿ. ಕೈ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದೂರ ಇಡಿ. ಅಂಗೈ ಮೇಲ್ಮುಖ. ಫ್ರೀಯಾಗಿ ಮಲ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಕೀಪ್ ದ ಲೆಗ್ಸ್ ಅಪಾರ್ಟ್, ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ separate from the body. Close your eyes, lie down freely. Please be seated. ಒಂದು ಕಡೆಗೆ ತಿರುಗಿ ಹೇಳಿ, ನೇರ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತಿಲ್ಲ. ಕಾಲು ಚಾಚಿ, ಕೈ ನೆಲದ ಮೇಲಿಡಿ, palms on the floor near the buttocks. Sit straight, look straight forward. ಸ್ವಸ್ತಿಕಾಸನ. ಶ್ವಾಸ ತೆಕ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಶ್ವಾಸ ಬಿಡುತ್ತಾ ಎಡ ಕಾಲನ್ನು ಮಡಚಿ ಎಡ ಪಾದವನ್ನು ಬಲ ತೊಡೆಯ ಹತ್ತಿರ ಇಡಿ. ಶ್ವಾಸ ತೆಕ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಶ್ವಾಸ ಬಿಡುತ್ತಾ ಬಲ ಕಾಲು ಮಡಚಿ, ಕಾಲನ್ನು ಮಡಚಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕೈ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ಬೋದು. ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಬಲ ಪಾದವನ್ನು ಎಡ ಕಾಲಿನ ಮೇಲಿಡಿ, ಕಷ್ಟ ಆದರೆ ಬಲ ಪಾದವನ್ನು ಎಡ ಕಾಲಿನ ಅಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿಡಿ. ಬೆನ್ನು ನೇರ ಮಾಡಿ, ಚಿನ್ಮುದ್ರ. ಜಾಯಿನ್ ದ ಟಿಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಥಂಬ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಬೋತ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್. ಕೈಗಳನ್ನು ನೀ ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ನ ಮೇಲಿಡಿ, ಬೆನ್ನು ನೇರ ಮಾಡಿ, ತಲೆ ಎತ್ತಿ ಫ್ರೀಯಾಗಿ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಬೆರಳಿನ ತುದಿ ಟಚ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ಬೆರಳಿನ ತುದಿ ಟಚ್ ಆದರಾಯಿತು. ಉಜ್ಜಾಯಿ ಪ್ರಾಣಾಯಾಮ. ಫ್ರೀಯಾಗಿ ಶ್ವಾಸ ತೆಕ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಶ್ವಾಸ ಬಿಡಿ. ಇದು ಒಂದು. ಇದೇ ರೀತಿ 21 ಸರ್ತಿ ಶ್ವಾಸ ತೆಕ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿ. ಕಂಠದಲ್ಲಿ ಶ್ವಾಸದ ಚಲನೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಗಮನ ಕೊಡಿ. ಉಸಿರಾಟವನ್ನೇ ಗಮನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರಿ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕೌಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. 21 ಉಸಿರಾಟ ಆಗಿ ಕಣ್ಣು ತೆರೀರಿ. ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಫುಲ್ಲಿ ಆನ್ ದ ಬ್ರೀದಿಂಗ್. ಬ್ರೀದ್ ಫ್ರೀಲಿ. ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬ್ರೆತ್ at the throat. Count exactly. After 21 breathings, open your eyes. Anuloma Viloma Pranayama. Fold the 2 fingers of right hand, index and middle finger of the right hand. ಬಲಕೈಯ ಮಧ್ಯದ ಬೆರಳು ಮತ್ತು ತೋರು ಬೆರಳನ್ನು ಮಡಚಿ ಬಲಕೈಯನ್ನು ಮೂಗಿನ ಹತ್ತಿರಕ್ಕೆ ತನ್ನಿ. ಹೆಬ್ಬೆರಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬಲಮೂಗನ್ನು ಮುಚ್ಚಿ. ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ರೈಟ್ nostril by the thumb. Inhale through left. Close the left. Exhale through right. Inhale through right. Close the right nostril, exhale through left. This is one cycle. Again, inhale through left, close the left nostril, exhale through right, inhale through right, close the right nostril, exhale through left. This is a second cycle. Continue like this up to 12 cycles. ಇನ್ನು 10 ಸೈಕಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಒಟ್ಟು 12 ಸೈಕಲ್. Concentrate on the breathing only. Breathe freely. Count exactly. Try to sit straight as much as possible. ಮುಖ ಸರಿ ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಇರಲಿ. ಓಕೆ. ಎಡದ ಮೂಗಲ್ಲಿ ಶ್ವಾಸ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸಿ. ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಎಕ್ಸೇಲಿಂಗ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ನಾಸ್ಟ್ರಿಲ್. ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್. ಇನ್ಹೇಲಿಂಗ್, ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಚ್ ರೈಟ್ ಲೆಗ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫ್ರಂಟ್. ಶ್ವಾಸ ತೆಕ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತಾ ಬಲ ಕಾಲನ್ನು ಮುಂದೆ ಚಾಚಿ. ಶ್ವಾಸ ಬಿಡಿ. ಶ್ವಾಸ ತೆಕ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತಾ ಎಡಕಾಲು ಮುಂದೆ ಚಾಚಿ. ಬೆನ್ನ ಮೇಲೆ ಮಲಗಿ. ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟ್ ಮಲಗುವುದು ಬೇಡ, ಪಕ್ಕಕ್ಕೆ ತಿರುಗಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮಲಗಿ. ಶವಾಸನ. ಕಾಲುಗಳನ್ನು ದೂರ ಇಡಿ. ಕೀಪ್ ದ ಲೆಗ್ಸ್ ಅಪಾರ್ಟ್. ಕೀಪ್ ಯುವರ್ ರೈಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಅಬ್ಡಮಿನ್. ಬಲ ಅಂಗೈಯನ್ನು ಹೊಟ್ಟೆಯ ಮೇಲಿಡಿ. ಎಡ ಅಂಗೈಯನ್ನು ಎದೆಯ ಮೇಲಿಡಿ. ರೈಟ್ ಪಾಮ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಅಬ್ಡಮಿನ್, ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಪಾಮ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಚೆಸ್ಟ್. ಕೀಪ್ ದ ಬಾಡಿ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಫುಲ್ಲಿ ಫ್ರೀ. Keep your body fully free. Breathe freely. Breathe freely. Do not move any part of the body. Do not open your eyes. ಕಣ್ಣು ತೆರೀಬಾರದು. ಯಾವುದೇ ಭಾಗ ಅಲುಗಾಡಿಸಬಾರದು. ನಿದ್ರೆ ಬರಬಾರದು. ಉಸಿರಾಟವನ್ನೇ ಗಮನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರಿ. ಬೇರೆ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರಬಾರದು. ಡೋಂಟ್ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಸ್. ಬ್ರೀದ್ ಫ್ರೀಲಿ. ಆಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ದ ಬ್ರೀದಿಂಗ್. Shavasana second. Stretch your hands on the floor. ಕಾಲುಗಳು ಹಾಗೇ ಇರಲಿ, ಕೈಗಳನ್ನು ನೆಲದ ಮೇಲೆ ಚಾಚಿ, ಕೈಗಳು ಶರೀರದಿಂದ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದೂರ ಇರಲಿ, ಅಂಗೈ ಮೇಲ್ಮುಖ, ಕಣ್ಣು ಮುಚ್ಚಿ, ಕಣ್ಣು ತೆರೆಯಬೇಡಿ, ದೇಹದ ಒಂದೊಂದೇ ಭಾಗವನ್ನು ಗಮನಿಸ್ತಾ ಬನ್ನಿ. ಲೆಟ್ ಮೀ ಟೆಲ್ ದ ನೇಮ್ಸ್. ಯು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಆನ್ ದ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್. ಡೋಂಟ್ ಮೂವ್ ಎನಿ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬಾಡಿ. Just concentrate on the respective part. Toes, soles, heels, ankles, calf muscles, knee joints, thighs, buttocks, waist, abdomen, navel, chest, shoulders, fingers, palms, wrist, elbows, upper arm, shoulders, throat, neck, chin, cheeks, lips, nose, eyes, eyebrows, ears, forehead, head, middle of the head. Concentrate fully on the middle of the head only. Concentrate fully on the middle of the head only. Remain there itself. Slowly join your legs. Bring your hands close to the body. Slowly open your eyes. Slowly get up. Turn to any one side and get up. Please be seated. Please be online only. We have our Honorable Vice Chancellor with us. Thank you. Practical session over here.
Thank you all the participants. You made it successful through your active participation. We have with us our beloved Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor P.S. Edapadithaya, who will be going to give the International Yoga Day address. It is our proud to have a person who is dedicated himself to the Mangalore University since 4 decades as a senior professor in commerce, as a finance officer, as a registrar evaluation, as a registrar administration, and now as a Honorable Vice Chancellor, having the credit of first Vice Chancellor of Mangalore University from Dakshina Kannada district. His continuous support and encouragement made it successful and possible to organize this function. On behalf of the Department of Human Consciousness and Yogic Sciences, Mangalore University, and all the participants, I heartily welcome our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor P. Subramania Edapadithaya. Thank you, sir. I request Dr. K. Krishna Sharma, Professor and Chairman, to florally welcome Honorable Vice Chancellor. May I request Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor P.S. Edapadithaya, to deliver the Yoga Day address.
Very good morning to all of you. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Greetings from Mangalore University. At the very outset, I wish all of you happy International Yoga Day 2021. Today is a very special day because longest day, sunrise at 6:07 a.m. and sunset at 6:58 p.m. Summer solstice. And we are celebrating the International Yoga Day 2021 in the context of COVID-19 pandemic, especially the second wave. We are struggling very hard to break the chain of COVID-19 second wave spread by all means. The main theme for the International Yoga Day 2021 is Yoga for Wellness or Yoga for Well-being. Particularly in the context of COVID-19, each and every one of us has fully realized the fact that immunity enhancement, and the COVID vaccination are the real solace to the present crisis. Yoga holds brilliant promises to offer meaningful and effective solutions to all our problems associated with the pandemic. Therefore, yoga, yogic science, yoga therapy, and yoga practice are more relevant and significant than ever before. And Mangalore University strongly believes in organizing a special drive for vaccination in the days to come. Then only we can escape from the jaws of death. But what I'm trying to say is that, and on this crisis point of view, let us not panic, but be alert and positive. I strongly believe in one philosophy today, learned by COVID-19 pandemic guru, that is, sickness anywhere will constitute a danger to wellness everywhere. Never take it very lightly. We have to strictly follow the COVID-19 protocol diligently. As our Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji, rightly communicated to the entire society in the context of COVID-19 pandemic first wave, that is, life comes first, then the livelihood. In this context, yoga originated in India. Today, we are trying to blend the ancient Indian wisdom with the modern lifestyle. Yoga talks about promoting physical, mental, and spiritual well-being. Yoga strongly believes in the philosophy of bringing about harmony and marriage among body, mind, and little soul. Because Kurukshetra took place outside us, but Manokshetra will always take place inside us. It means our perception, thought process, feelings or emotions, action tendencies, and finally actions. There must be perfect coordination, cooperation, collaboration, commitment, communication, consultation, counseling, conscientiousness, and ultimately consolidation. Because nothing succeeds like success, at the same time, nothing fails like failure. That being the case, yoga and yogic science, I can tell you, it is a science, it is an art, it is also a profession today. When we talk about yoga or yogic practices or a kind of person called yogi, two things are very, very important. One is positive mental attitude. I can, so I will. It is good for me. I am not performing yogic practice out of compulsion, out of coercion, or out of something like that. It should emerge from the bottom of our heart. So it means positive mental attitude. Second one is strong, positive self-discipline. Unless we realize internally, we cannot make things happen. So it means we should always enjoy and we should always derive a sense of purpose, pride and direction, whatever we do. We should enjoy whatever we do. That is what we say, yoga for well-being. Yes, what is yoga for well-being? World Health Organization and also the Indian ancient wisdom, Indian ethos and values always talk about what you call well-being must be total, it should be complete, and well-being should happen in all the 5 dimensions of human existence. Ultimately, we are trying to unleash or unlock the human potential within every individual. 5 dimensions are, first one, physical. Second one is mental. The third one is intellectual. The fourth one is social. And the fifth one is spiritual. According to Swami Vivekananda, spirituality is nothing but the science of human excellence. We are undertaking an outward journey every now and then. But the question is, are we engaging ourselves in a soul-searching process? It means what I am and what I am up to. In Kannada, we call it Atma Shodhane, Atmanusandhana, Atmavalokana, Atmavimarsha. So it should happen every now and then. It should be as natural as breathing. So it means pranayama has become a powerful weapon in the hands of everyone, particularly in the context of COVID-19 pandemic. So that being the case, yoga goes back centuries, 5,000 years ago in India. So it means unless we are in a position to achieve total wellness or well-being, that means sharirika, manasika, bauddhika, samajika, adhyatmika. That is nothing but the holistic development of the human personality. The National Education Policy 2020 talks about Indian education in the true Indian spirit. It means physical, mental and spiritual practice originated in India, and it should be created, nurtured and sustained in the days to come. Yoga is an invaluable gift of India's ancient tradition. Let us not forget this. It embodies unity of mind and body, thought and action, restraint and fulfillment, harmony between man and nature, a holistic approach to health and well-being. What a beautiful conglomeration of all these things. It means here exactly we find positive synergy. Body, mind and little soul. Positive synergy among the three. It means it must be 1 + 1 is equal to 3. So it means there is a synergistic and symbiotic relationships among our body, mind and little soul. Only the thing is, we should be able to actualize potential through healthy, scientific and systematic yoga practice. Yoga cannot be learned with the help of a book, just like swimming cannot be learned, or a proper cooking cannot be learned only through recipe book. So it means there should be yogacharya or yoga guru or a yoga instructor who will always train the body, mind and soul of a person interested in performing yogic exercises. Discovering the sense of oneness with yourself, the world and the nature. Because I am the one. Aham Brahmasmi Tattvamasi. I am endowed with infinite potential to develop myself. Sky is the limit. So it means, so is with the case of others. Never underestimate or ridicule others or belittle others. So that being the case, Shiva, the first Adi Yogi, the Adi Guru, spreading the benefit of yoga to the entire world should happen today. It means yoga is being practiced not only on this day, it should be practiced every day on a continuous process. It means then only we can rejuvenate ourselves, we can restore the cosmic energy, because the sun is the provider of all this energy. During night, moon is reflecting the sun. It means we strongly believe that not only vitamin D, but everything, the sun is the main source. Sun is omniscient, omnipresent and omnipotent. The point is, it is already in the nature. The question is, are we making up our mind to make things happen? As I understand, there are 5 categories of people in this world. The first category, those people who make things happen. Things or results will not happen on their own. We should make them deliberately happen. So plan, do, check, action. I call it PDCA formula. Then only we can make things happen. The second category, those people who think that they make things happen. I call them intellectual category. Thinking is not doing. Therefore, never procrastinate. Never say, I will start yoga from tomorrow onwards. Today, and the answer is now itself. There should be that kind of firm determination to excel. The commitment of the highest order is required to make things happen. The third category, those people who watch things happen. I call them sightseeing category. Oh, others are performing. I am watching, but I am not making up my mind to rise to the occasion and make things happen. The fourth category of people, those people who wonder what had happened. It's amazing, yaar. It's incredible. India, the people, the social media, the TV, everywhere. Today, yoga is being performed as religiously as possible. I never imagined, I never believed that it would happen. But amazing will not take us anywhere. Therefore, it is not, even though it is incredible India, incredible yoga, you should realize it, actualize your potential by making things happen. The fifth category, normally I come very heavily on such people, those people who did not even know what had happened. I call them Kumbhakarnas, sleeping giants. So on this day, it's a special day because we remember the relevance and significance of yoga. Mangalore University became the first university to set up human conscious and yogic science department, and the first university in the entire nation to start the MSc in yogic science program as early as 1997. So it means that kind of thing. The yogic personality should be octopus personality. So it means yoga contributes immensely for shaping and reshaping our personality on all the 5 dimensions: physical, mental, intellectual, social and spiritual. The octopus personality is nothing, octa means 8, pace means steps. It's a kind of acronym. O stands for openness, open mind. That's very, very important. Mahatma Gandhi, inspired by Upanishads, said, "Keep your windows and doors open. Let noble thoughts come from all sides. But see that winds blowing from all sides should not unseat you. Be yourself." So I am telling you, be positive and be yourself. But what is required is open mind. Second one is C, confrontation. Never brush aside the problem. Face the problems up front. Confrontation is a positive terminology used here. It means never postpone. Today itself you have to solve it. So solve the problems up front. Then the third one is trust. Trust begets trust. Only when trust yourself, trust your inner capacity, believe in your inner consciousness, you must be able to listen to your inner voice continuously, regularly. I am doing it. You must carefully watch your inner ethical compass for seeking ethical directions every now and then. So it means trust yourself. You should be a trustworthy person to practice yoga in both letter and spirit. The fourth one is authentic. You should be genuine, should not be fake. Authenticity of the highest order. See, I cannot cheat you without cheating myself. I cannot tell you a lie without telling a lie to myself. Charity should always begin at home. I cannot cheat myself. So it means we should understand, we should be authentic. Walk the talk. So authenticity is very important. Then the fifth one is P, proaction. 3 things are possible. One is no action, non-action. Very bad. The second one is reaction. So at worst, you can be reactive. At best, the third one is proactive. Proaction is nothing but sensing the problems before they occur. The sixth one is autonomy. Freedom to take action. Freedom of mind, freedom of body, and freedom of little soul. By nature, everything is free. It means we are having a kind of liberation. Liberation of the mind, body and soul is possible only through systematic and scientific practice of yoga on a regular, continuous basis. The seventh one is collaboration. Here, collaboration of what? Collaboration of body, mind and little soul. Physical, mental and spiritual, integration. A holistic perspective of all the 3. Like Brahma is the creator of the universe. Vishnu is the maintainer of the universe, and Shiva, the destroyer, means destroyer of all the hurdles, bottlenecks, impediments standing in the way of creating, building, nurturing, and sustaining a kind of relationship, win-win, long-lasting, trusting human relationships in this world. You can create a kind of conditioned, congenial environment for the healthy practice of yoga. The eighth step is nothing but E, that is experimentation. We should be able to toy with new ideas. Ideas can change our lives, provided we are creating that kind of ecosystem in ourselves, in our environment. Should experiment with new yogic postures. It should be scientifically experimented, because ultimately survival is not important. In Kannada we say, U, Ma, He. When you are performing only 3 functions for the sake of your existence, it doesn't make any meaning in your life. Therefore, as Sadguru Jaggi Vasudeva Rao, I am one of the admirers of Jaggi Vasudeva Rao, the Sadguru, and also Sri Sri Ravi Shankar, Art of Living. So here I get inspiration to tell you that survival is not important, but living gracefully makes all the difference. Then only we can bring meaningful differences in the lives of others. We can make our presence felt by the relevant others, not Tom, Dick and Harry. In ourselves, it means 3H philosophy of Chinmayananda Swami: head, heart, hand. That should be perfect coordination, collaboration, communication and commitment among the 3H, head, heart, hand. Then only we will enjoy the internal harmony, tranquility of mind, which can be encouraged or enhanced by what we call healthy yogic practice. That is what Yoga for All. In 2018, we talked about Yoga for All. Yoga for yourself, yoga for your family members, yoga for the community, yoga for the society, yoga for the entire world, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. That should be the kind of interconnect the body, mind and soul to step closer to enlightenment. That is what our rishis and munis enjoyed, the spirit of enlightenment, by forgetting everything and asking only 3 questions. The first question: is there any God existing in this world, the material world? Second one: if so, in what form? Is it in the form of earth? Is it in the form of the space? Is it in the form of the air? Is it in the form of the water? Is it in the form of the fire, Panchabhuta? So that kind of question. And finally, the question God answer, it means, yes, God is inside you. That is what Sri Sri Ravi Shankar Guruji says. I asked one question to him in Bangalore: are you the God? He said, yes. Immediately, within a fraction of seconds, he said, you are also God. So it means, only when you are in a position to find godliness in others, Janar Seve, Janardana Seve, you can find godliness in yourself. Therefore, all yogic practitioners are finding godliness in others, so that through that kind of mechanism, they will be able to find godliness in themselves. So it means, originally yoga was being practiced as an exercise and a relaxation method. Even in Western countries, they give a lot of importance to exercise, physical exercise and relaxation method. Thanks to Sri Narendra Modi ji, September 27, 2014, during his speech at the UN General Assembly, 170 nations of the world endorsed, yes, we should celebrate on June 21st as the International Yoga Day. So it means the first International Yoga Day was celebrated on June 21st, 2015. 36,000 people, 21 asanas were performed, 35 minutes duration, Modi and others. So it means India was really felt, yes, that is what I say. So it means through yoga, through yogic practice, we can achieve total wellness. As our Dr. B.M. Hegde always tells me, I means illness, we means wellness. So it means that kind of what you call selfishness should disappear. So it means we should find particularly health, happiness and other things by promoting health, happiness, peace of mind in others. That is what physical, mental, intellectual, social and spiritual wellness or well-being. Happiness, according to me, is the state of mind. It resides inside us. Happiness is not in your material wealth. It is not the material well-being. That is what we say, values left in our children touch their destiny more than valuables left to them. Therefore, it is the eternal happiness, process happiness and destination happiness. I tell you frankly, I never promoted my wife from junior wife to senior wife to deputy wife to chief wife. She is enjoying what you call process happiness by raising children, by shaping and reshaping their personality and all the 5 dimensions I already mentioned. So it means when you enjoy the process of performing certain things, process of doing yoga, all asanas, then you will get what you call intrinsic satisfaction. That is nothing but the happiness called process happiness. Another one is destination happiness. 1 hour class is over, aaj ka kuli khatam hua, chalta hai, chalne do. Oh, I want to get married. Yes, I got married. Destination. I want to construct a house. It never became my home. House is only a piece of architecture. Home is full of love, affection, warmth and hospitality. So it means that is what we say, destination is not important, the process. That is what I say, if you want to get happiness for your entire lifetime, you should love whatever you do. That is what yogi's lifestyle, align with the inner chakra, that's very, very important. Then the motivation and satisfaction. We should understand the needs, wants, preferences, demands and expectations of everyone on this planet Earth. And we should live and let live. We should never react but respond. Answer your critics only through your deeds. That's what I have been practicing all these days, particularly during the last 2 years, and I'll be practicing this kind of philosophy for the next 2 years. So it means motivation is nothing but a drive to satisfy a want. In order to perform yoga in a systematic and scientific manner, in the way it is called for, you should have inner motivation. So it means you have to create a fire in your belly and mind to perform yoga and achieve wellness. Then only you can spread wellness in the hearts and minds of others. Satisfaction is, of course, the contentment experienced when a want is satisfied, a kind of fulfillment. The self-fulfillment. After performing your Shavasana, you will get a kind of relief, a kind of respite, a kind of intrinsic satisfaction, a kind of eternal happiness. You are highly blessed at that moment. Those are nothing but the moments of truth. Then only you will get total satisfaction. Total satisfaction is made up of personal satisfaction, head, heart, hand, the Manokshetra. Then professional satisfaction. You are a yogic practitioner. You are performing this practice in a very systematic and scientific manner. You enjoy it, every bit of it. So you are getting satisfaction. You are happy because you are enjoying the process of performing various asanas. So it means there will be a ripple effect. So professional proficiency is being achieved by you, professional satisfaction. The third one is workplace, work satisfaction. In the place of work, normally physical, social and psychological conditions available in the workplace may promote your well-being or wellness or hamper your wellness. It cuts both ways, double-edged sword, double-edged blade. You can use both the sides. So it means workplace. Then comes the fourth one is family. As an individual, you are just one of the members of your family, well-knit family. So family harmony is very, very important. Family wellness or family well-being is very, very important. Today, my health, in the context of COVID-19 pandemic, my health is not in me. My health is not even residing in my family, but it is in the community. Therefore, we should take care of others to take care of ourselves. This should be the realization. That is what family, then comes the community, wellness in the community. So it means personal, professional, workplace, family and the community. It should be a multiplicative model. It is not additive model. If there is, if any one component is zero, workplace zero, it means entire output is zero. You know it. So finally, competency. Yoga will always enhance not only your immunity level, but also competency. Normally I say, as the Vice Chancellor, or because of my experience for the last 4 decades in the higher education field, qualification is not equal to competency. Qualification is measured in terms of your documentary evidences supported by your marks cards, cumulative grade point average or degree certificates. But competency is made up of again 5 elements, Panchamam Karyasiddhi. The first one is knowledge, domain specific, application oriented knowledge. Knowledge in yoga practice, just it is not enough. Second one is attitude, positive mental attitude. It is good for me, so I must practice it, not out of pressure or compulsion. Self-realization is very, very important. Self-reliance is also important. Then comes what you call skills, kaushalagal. So it means hard skill and soft skill. And life skills. Yoga is one of the life skills. Therefore, skill upgradation or upskilling is very, very important. Yet comes habits, because it should be a continuous, regular habit. Performing yoga on a daily basis should be as natural as breathing. You will never forget to breathe when you are fast asleep during night. It's very natural. So we have to cultivate the practice of yoga as a natural habit. It should follow us just like our shadow. So that is yet. Then comes the fifth one is values. Yogic values, the human values. Then only we can conquer our stress, particularly distress. We'll understand the causes of stress every day in our lifestyle and the reasons for this stress, the consequences in the form of strains, physical, mental, psychological and other strains. Then we also develop positive coping strategies, not the negative coping strategies. Therefore, yoga for universal well-being. We should be universally compassionate, because yoga transcends all barriers and boundaries across the region, the religion, the caste, the gender, the faith, everything. Therefore, it's the most secular part of the science in this world. So it means it is borderless, multinational, multicultural and multidimensional. The point is, you need to have the interest. Interest cannot be bought and sold in the marketplace. You should generate from inside. Then concentration is very, very important. Through yoga, you will learn how to keep your body, mind and little soul in one place. It calls for undivided attention. You should stay focused. Yoga will teach you. It will teach you how to learn this kind of very important lifetime value. Then memory. There is photographic memory. There is associative memory. There is coded memory. Just like I told you PDCA. If I remember PDCA, okay, plan, do, check, action. Or if I remember PMBTS, I say P means personal mastery. M means mental modeling. B means build shared vision. T means trusting. S means systems thinking. It is not by hearting. So memory based rote learning is not important. To strengthen your memory, to sharpen your memory, to fine tune your memory, to polish your backup files, stored memory, what is required is what you call memory building capacity. Yoga will do that, because that is what the ancient Indian wisdom told us. 3 things: Shravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasanam. Learn to listen, learn to inquire, learn to look beyond. Today, NEP 2020 says, look beyond the curriculum, look beyond the 4 walls. That is what yoga is perfectly fitting into a framework called health, hygiene, cleanliness is next to godliness. then fitness and happiness. Again, 5 elements are very, very important. That is what today yoga, according to NEP 2020 in education. Yoga in education, right from pre-KG to PG and beyond, yoga should be practiced. Attitude and discipline are very, very important. Yoga is energy booster, drawing energy from the cosmic power, and it is systematic and scientific. It is the cure for lifestyle diseases like diabetes or hypertension or all those things, insomnia. So finally, to conclude, I'll give you 15 tips based on my own personal experience. I am practicing yoga and meditation every day for half an hour. I'll get up at 5 a.m. and I'm doing it. I do not have any blood pressure today. I do not have any diabetes. My score is around 86 or so fasting blood sugar. After food, it is only 120, 124, something like that. It means I am following all these 15 tips. First one is physical and mental exercises. Yoga and meditation are the powerful weapons, both Shastra and Shastra. The second one is dietary practices. Once you know what is happening inside, when the food goes inside, then doctor is not required. So dietary practices, dietary regime is very, very important. Third one is stress management. You must know how to manage your stress. Counselor is not required. Self-counseling is important. Because once in a week, I perform self-hypnosis. Because I know how to perform hypnosis. Trained in Quebec, Montreal, long back when I was in Mumbai. So the point is stress management. Fourth one is sound sleep. For my age, minimum 6 hours of sound sleep. For your age, minimum 8 hours of sound sleep. So it means sound sleep is very important. Fifth one is lifestyle management. Already I told you the blended style is very, very important. Ancient wisdom, Indian ethos plus modern lifestyle, because it is not survival but living gracefully. Then sixth one is firm determination to excel. Never try to become part of the problem, try to become part of the solution. Yoga will tell you how to become part of the solution, how to solve it with a positive mental attitude. Sakaratmaka dhanatmaka chintane mukhya. ನಕಾರಾತ್ಮಕ ಋಣಾತ್ಮಕ ಯೋಚನೆಗಳಲ್ಲ ಇಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ರೋಗ ನಿರೋಧಕ ಶಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಕುಗ್ಗಿಸ್ತವೆ. ಆದ ಕಾರಣ ದ ಸೆವೆಂತ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟೇಷನ್. ಟುಡೇ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಚಾಲೆಂಜ್. ಐ ನೋ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗುಡ್ ಬಟ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ನಾಟ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್. ಸಿ ಯುವರ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಸೆಟ್. ಸೊ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ರಿಯಲ್ ಚಾಲೆಂಜ್ ಫಾರ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಶರ್ಮಾ, ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಎಡಪಡಿತ, ಫಾರ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಯೋಗ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟರ್ ಟುಡೇ. Implementation is the key. With one key you can lock and unlock. So it means you are holding the key. You means I. I can lock it or unlock it. It means I have to implement it. Perform yoga on a daily basis, on a continuous basis. That's very, very important. Then the eighth one is commitment, not the involvement. Commitment of the highest order. It is good for me. That's why I am performing yoga. That kind of commitment. And next one is self-realization. Very, very important. Ninth one is C-lid. C-lid means continuous learning, improvement and development. Because we cannot give you ready-made medical slip. You do this thing, it's good for you. You should be continuously monitored and counsel and observe based on several evidences, because it is evidence-based yoga practice today. Just like evidence-based medical practice, evidence-based nursing practice, evidence-based human resource development practice, yoga also evidence-based and research-informed practice. That's why in Bangalore University we have got wonderful research laboratory. Professor Krishna Sharma and his team are doing wonderful things. The 10th one is courage, confidence and conviction. The beginners, I always tell them, even I did it, courage to fail, confidence to win and conviction to succeed. These three things are very, very important. Then the 11th one is practice. Practice makes a man perfect. Experience is the grandmother of wisdom. So senior yogi versus just beginner yogi. You can find world of difference. So practice. 12th one is lived in experience. Lived in experience is my own experience of performing yoga, reaping the benefits of yoga. It is not the bookish. It is not the contents in the yogic instruction manual. My self-experience called lived-in, lived in experience. 13th is Yoga Guru is important. Otherwise, it is dangerous sometimes. Yoga Guru, very important. The 14th is patience. Somebody asked Thomas Alva Edison, what is the secret of your success? He said, 1% inspiration, 99% perspiration. We should never forget. Yoga Guru will give you 1% inspiration. But 99%, only three things. Perform, perform, perform. So that is what here, 14th one. The last one, 15th, is know yourself and believe in yourself. So that you can be yourself. That is what. So thank you very much. I congratulate and commend the efforts of the Department of Human Consciousness and Yogic Science to make these things happen. Therefore, I wish you all the best. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka.
Thank you, sir, for explaining the relevance of yoga, relevance and significance of International Day of Yoga, and sharing your tremendous knowledge of well-being and the holistic approach for the development of an individual. On behalf of the Department of Human Consciousness and Yogic Sciences, Mangalore University, and all the participants, I express heartfelt gratitude to our respected Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor P. Subramania Edapaditaya, for delivering the Yoga Day address. Thank you, sir. I thank all the participants. Your active participation made the grand success of the program. Thank you. I thank Posakural TV 24/7 for live telecasting the program. Thank you, sir. I thank my colleagues and students for your effort to organizing this program. Thank you one and all. As you are aware of, from tomorrow onwards, for till 27th June 2021, the department is going to organize international webinar on yoga. So I request all of you to join with us for the international webinar. Thank you one and all.